But I'm here to talk to you today about what I did before I became an educator. I was a soldier in the United States Army. And I continued to draw on my experiences and education as a soldier to do my very best to lead Pasadena Memorial High School today. When I was in the Army, I was a tank crewman. I loved being part of a tank crew because I was part of a very close-knit team. You might even say we were a family. There were 4 main jobs on the tank, and what I'd like to do is tell you a little bit about each one this morning and how your teachers, administrators, and support team here at Roberts Middle School help you to accomplish your mission in a similar way each day. So the first job I want to tell you about on the tank was the driver. Okay? Now, the driver had to fit in a very small space on the tank. He was down in the very front of the tank, and so in order to be on the tank, you couldn't be very tall because you had to fit in a tight space. The driver is very important to the tank because he maintains the focus on where the tank is going. Without the driver, the tank would not go in the direction that it needed to go. Now what the driver also did was he had to rely on the tank commander to help him navigate the tank. Students, your teachers here at Roberts Middle School work very hard every day to ensure that your learning is moving in the right direction, just like the driver on the tank. And just like all the crew members on the tank have to trust their driver to take them where they need to go, each of you Roberts aviators need to trust that your teachers know exactly how to help you reach your destination. There's another job on the tank called the loader. Now, the loader works very closely with the tank commander to load shells into the main gun. The loader has to pay close attention to the type of ammunition that he puts into the cannon because there are different types for different purposes. The tank commander always tells the loader what type of shell to load and when to load it. Students, there are many people here at Roberts Middle School who help to ensure that you are well supplied and able to reach your goals each and every day. There are people in the attendance office who keep track of where you are. And there are people in the cafeteria who make sure you have good food to eat so that your brain is fully fueled and ready for learning. Without these important people, Roberts would struggle to accomplish its mission. The gunner on the tank is responsible for acquiring targets that the tank commander identifies. He has to respond to the tank commander when the target is required through his sights by saying, "Identify." When the tank commander gives the command to fire, the gunner notifies the rest of the crew to prepare for the blast of the main cannon by stating, "On the way." Here at Roberts, your assistant principals and counselors have an important job in keeping you on target. They are responsible for keeping track of your progress and for making sure that you keep your focus. If you ever begin to drift off target, these important people develop a plan to help you get back to the center where you will be successful and continue to grow. Finally, there's the tank commander. He is responsible for the overall performance of the tank. He's also responsible as the leader for the well-being of those who serve under him. At some point in his career, the tank commander has done all the jobs on the tank and understands everyone's responsibilities. He knows how to fix things that might break on the tank, and he understands the strategies involved in using the tank. He has to make sure that everyone on the tank knows what to do and when. Just like the tank commander, Mr. Thomas comes here to Roberts every day to make sure the decisions necessary for you to be successful in the future. He solves problems and understands how to fix things. And just like the tank commander, Mr. Thomas knows what to do and when. A tank crew is really like a small family. Each person has their particular role and responsibilities. When you join the military, you become a part of a new family. You do many of the things that a family does together. You live together in barracks. You work together. You eat your meals together. You even celebrate holidays together. We are all about to celebrate holidays like Thanksgiving and Christmas with our families. But there will be many people in the military that will be separated from their families back here at home for these holidays. That is a sad thing for them and their families back home. But those soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen all have their military families to rely on during those times. Each of you aviators is part of a school family. You have your teachers, counselors, and administrators to support you and help you reach your full potential. I look forward to the day when many of you will become part of my Maverick family once you get to Pasadena Memorial High School. Families do many different things to help us, but at Memorial, the three main things we're focusing on this year is how we provide an educational experience for our students, we prepare our students for the future, and how we protect one another. Those are things your Roberts family does here as well. Those are also things that our military does each and every day all across the world to keep us safe here at home. Many military members have given their lives for us so that we can be thankful here to live in a free country. We must always remember their sacrifice. And that is why I am so grateful to be here with you today as we do just that. May God bless and protect their families, all those who have served, and those who continue to do so today. And may God bless America. Thank you.
I want to thank Mr. Richardson because he's a personal friend of mine and a colleague too, because we in our administration office, we give up our time, and I appreciate him giving up his Maverick time for us. So another round of applause for Mr. Richardson. I'll call on Caruso to give us the history of TAPS.
Of all the military bugle calls, none is so easily recognized or more apt to render emotion than TAPS. Since 1862, TAPS has played at military funerals to honor the sacrifice of the fallen service members. Originally, however, it was intended to send soldiers off to a less permanent sleep. During the Civil War, Union buglers signaled lights out to their comrades with a tune called Extinguished Lights. Finding the song too formal, in July of 1862, Union Army General Daniel Butterfield decided to find a more appealing tune to end the day. In collaboration with his bugler, the two rearranged an earlier bugle called Scott Tattoo into the 24 notes of TAPS. The music was beautiful on that still summer night and was heard far beyond the limits of our brigade. The next day, several buglers from neighboring brigades asked for copies of the music. TAPS formally became a mandatory part of the Army funeral ceremonies in 1891. Today, TAPS is played every day at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and every night at at Arlington National Cemetery, both to call an end to the day and as a tribute to those that gave the last full measure of devotion. When taps is played at a military funeral, it is customary to salute, if in uniform, or place your hand over your heart. Please rise for the playing of taps.
Students, now you may be seated. Parents also. Thank you to our veterans, our parents. I say again to our parents, we appreciate you. Always take a minute to thank you because you are the heart and soul that keep us going, and I appreciate you. It's an honor for us to always take care of your kids, and thank you for allowing us to do that part for you and ourselves too. So I appreciate you guys. I will let y'all dismiss first. If you want to say hi to your kids, you're more than welcome to stay and behind and say hi to them. So I will allow the teachers to start dismissing row by row, and then our administrators will start dismissing from the back. At this time, thank you for all that have taken part in the assembly.